There we go. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We are here today to celebrate the Charles Anderson Memorial Bridge Rehab Project groundbreaking. Thank you for being here today. My name is Olga George. I'm the City of Pittsburgh and Mayor Ed Gainey's press secretary. We're going to start off with the Executive Director of Oakland Planning Development, Andrea Boykowicz. Andrea?
Thank you so much, Olga, and I apologize. I was not aware that I was speaking first. It's a lot to bear. I am very, very grateful to the city, to SPC, to PennDOT for all of the effort that has gone into aligning all of the resources to really finally get this bridge done. We were alerted in 2018 that this bridge had moved up the priority scale on the SPC's implementation plan, and we're grateful that it's finally really the center of attention. As an Oakland resident and on behalf of my neighbors, I can say we are only too eager to get this bridge finished and to restore a really important connection. Pedestrians, bicycles, cars, buses. It's an incredibly vital artery coming in from Squirrel Hill into Oakland and from downtown up into Oakland. So we are very, very pleased that this is getting started. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Of course, it's a lot of collaboration and partnership to make it possible for us to be here today. And one of those things is working with our state and representatives. I know Senator Jay Costa has a representative here today, Miss Molly. Molly, raise your hand. She's in the back. Thank you, Ms. Molly. State Rep Dan Franco. Representative Summer Lee has a representative here as well. And we also need to say a special thank you to Michael Baker International, SAI Engineering, Moset's Construction Local. Next, to talk about why this bridge needs the work that it needs, and it's a rehab, not a complete replacement, is DOMI Chief Engineer Eric Sisler.
All right, thank you, Olga. It's good to be here today with everybody, celebrating the construction initiation. So this bridge, as many of you may know, was built in 1939. It's a Weichert truss, so it's a unique truss form, which has made it a historic bridge and something that we are going to preserve through this project. Beyond the truss bridge design itself, I think many would agree that it serves as a gateway into Schenley Park and is fairly iconic in how it spans the valley. So we're excited that this rehabilitation is going to allow us to preserve the historic components and the historic look of the bridge while also rehabbing it and getting it ready to serve us for today's needs for the future. There will be extensive steel repairs done to the truss, steel repairs, strengthening and painting, concrete repairs, and the concrete deck that you see behind us will be fully replaced to provide a new travel surface. We'll have vehicle lanes. We'll also have nice widened sidewalks and bi-directional cycle track for bicycles. It's been a long journey to get to this point. As Andrea mentioned, 2018, the project was being initiated. With many of these large historic structures, there's a lot of work that has to go into the early stages of engineering to get to this point. That work was proceeding proceeding apace, and then we got the bad news a year and a half ago that due to some inspection results, we had to close the bridge. At that point, we were able to work with our partners at PennDOT, SPC, the design team, the elected representatives, everybody really to put the project on a faster track. We had to push through a lot to get it to this point. But everyone put their heads together. We were able to really speed that process up. Construction's actually already started. It hasn't been very visible yet, but today, as we're doing the groundbreaking, we're getting to the point that it's going to be more visible for folks, as pretty soon we'll be closing the deck up here fully and getting the construction going full speed. So I think that's probably where I will end my remarks. Just on the city's behalf, we're just very excited to be getting to this stage where we're going to see a lot of work happening on this great bridge.
Thank you, Eric. And working with Eric to make sure that this bridge is rehabbed correctly is Zach Workman, DOMI Senior Project Manager.
Thank you, Olga. Yeah, I just want to take a moment to thank both the city's administration, as well as all of the design and construction team, for giving the department the resources we needed, to catch it's that when there were serious issues with the bridge and that we could proactively close it. Having the resources to do that safely was really important. And then getting the resources we needed to really expedite the remaining design work and jump into construction. Over the last 18 months, there's been thousands of hours worth of overtime, just an incredible effort from the design team, from Michael Baker International. And then in this last year, it's been real privilege to work with the construction team and the state to expedite reviews, and we've got millions of pounds of steel in the fabrication process off-site and around the state right now. And as Eric said, there's been some spot repairs going on over the last month or two, but in the next couple of months, you're really going to see this project kick off in a big way. And we'll be mobilizing on, several million pounds worth of steel repairs and then digging into, the complete rehabilitation after that. So really excited project, and thank you all for coming out.
Thank you, Eric. Now, there is work between the city and the county to make sure that this bridge is properly rehabbed. And a person who we all know and love who helped with that is former county executive, Larry Fitzgerald, who is also the CEO. Rich Fitzgerald. I'm sorry. Allegheny County exec, former Allegheny County exec, Rich Fitzgerald, and the CEO of Southwest Planning Commission. Sir.
Larry may not like that. He's a future Hall of Famer from the University of Pittsburgh, but it's great to be with you. This is a great day to get this project underway. When I think people first heard about this project, maybe from around the region, might have thought this was just a bridge in a park. But those of us that use this to know that 20,000 cars per day, vehicles per day, go across this bridge. This is really a major artery to get people from not just Squirrel Hill to Oakland, but really anywhere in the eastern suburbs that kind of use this to go to Oakland, our second largest job creator in placement place in the region. And as the SPC, the Southwestern Pennsylvania Commission, what our job is the federally mandated MPO, Metropolitan Planning Organization, to work with all of the organizations to put things on the TIP, the famous TIP that people hear about, the Transportation Improvement Program. It's something that gets updated every 2 years, and those priorities come from all 10 counties and the city of Pittsburgh. And I know the mayor made sure that he made this as a priority the last time the TIP was done a couple of years ago, to make sure that the feds and PennDOT were part of it. I'm glad to see PennDOT Director Jason Zhang, who's with us today, and also been very, very cooperative. And he deserves a hand because they've been doing some great work. I also want to give PennDOT another kudos, because I don't know if you saw the report about a week ago that said that Pennsylvania has fixed more bridges statewide than any state in the nation. In 2023, they did 200 bridges across the state. Well, in 2024, they actually got 100 more bridges getting completed. So kudos to them, and thank you to our feds who have brought the IAJA, the infrastructure work that has brought so much money and funding that allowed us to have a more robust tip when our counties and the mayor come forward with all the things that are happening. So this is a great day. We're really want to make sure that we're working collaboratively with our friends at the FHA, the Federal Highway Administration, with our friends at DOMI in the mayor's office and PennDOT, all working together to get this done. It's so important and it's critical. So I appreciate everybody being here, and anything we can do, we're here to do it. I also see one of our commissioners, Commissioner Warwick, along with the mayor who represent the city on the Southwestern Pennsylvania Commission, have been very active to make sure that this project gets moving forward. So thank you very much.
Next, this bridge connects several different districts, three neighborhoods specifically. Speaking for District 3, Councilperson Bob Charlin.
Thank you. I want to start off by saying I apologize for being late here today. It's becoming harder and harder to get to this side of the bridge, and I joked with Councilwoman Warwick the other night that it seems like our districts, although they touch each other, are becoming harder and harder to traverse between, and maybe that's because they want to keep Councilwoman Warwick and I from working together on too many things. So, but I'm very thankful for the starting the work here, being able to get some shovels in the ground and start the progress here. Every day when we meet in Oakland, we talk about this bridge and how important these bridge repairs are, not only to connect residents of Oakland with the East End, but also it's a major thoroughfare for everyone to come through here, and it can't happen soon enough. I really want to thank our federal partners, state partners, and the SBC for being able to make this happen. The increased funding and making this bridge possible really frees us up in our budget and helps us a lot. It's something that we desperately need in the coming austerity that we're going to have in the city. So I really can't thank former county executive Rich Fitzgerald enough for making this a priority, and for the folks at DOMI who've worked with him to make sure that this gets elevated on the schedules. Again, the funding is important, but the work is really important. The connections are really important. It's really cool as we see, unfortunately, there's no one doing it right now, but see everyone coming over this bridge with bikes and running, and being able to use this bridge as a thoroughfare for play. But I'm excited to see this become a thoroughfare for traffic again soon here. So thank you all today. I appreciate it.
Well, those who are walking and riding their bikes across the bridge will know soon that they have until November 4th to be able to do so, because we do have to close the bridge so it can be safely worked upon. But you can get there from here, and to speak regarding connections is Councilwoman from District 5, Barbara Warwick.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. I'll keep this short. So yeah, this is very exciting to see this work begin. I will reiterate, the work actually already has begun underneath the bridge. I jog through here every morning. So, it's been actually going on for a little bit, but as we know, we'll see it in real time up here. I do want to thank former county exec Rich Fitzgerald. The SPC really helped move this along. Getting that money moved forward was monumental to this project. For the folks out there, I know there's been a lot of frustration, right? There's a lot of frustration traffic detours and that kind of thing. I want to underscore two things. One is that, this is about safety. When the Fern Hollow Bridge fell down, Mayor Gainey and his team were like, look, we gotta check every bridge in the city. We gotta make sure that that never happens again. And bumping this project up was part of that, right? Was part of making our bridges safer. And second, I do want to, while I don't understand all the nuts and bolts of it, our DOMI team really, this is an incredible endeavor to try and engineer every single little piece. We're not tearing this bridge down. We are rebuilding this bridge piece by piece. So it takes time. It takes time to do the engineering for that. So I just want to thank DOMI, thank Mayor Gainey, thank the SPC. This is very exciting. I know it's going to be a little bit more time, so I'm asking folks to please be patient. But, when work is getting done, we got to deal with the work. Anyone who's done a project on their house, everybody knows it's hard. It's hard getting through that work. But at the end, you have something beautiful. You have something better, and that's what we're going to have here. So thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Warwick. Now, one of the things that we talked about that she mentioned as well is the bridge asset management safety system that Mayor Gainey and the team came in with after the collapse of Fern Hollow Bridge. That dedication to make sure that something like that never happened again. And this is part of why we make sure that when bridges show any indication that it's not safe for pedestrians and motorists alike, that it is closed. Now, to bring the man of the hour, who is working towards making sure with partnerships, collaborations, the Honorable Mayor Ed Gainey.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's good to see everybody here. Thank you for joining us on this important day. I want to take a moment to recognize the incredible partners that helped us do this project, because without partnership, we can't get this done. We need partners, and I want to thank everybody out here that was a partner on this bridge. I want to thank the Federal Highway Administration, PennDOT, DOMI, and our engineering and construction team, Michael Baker International. Where y'all at? Y'all everywhere. Thank you. Thank you. SAI Consulting Engineers, Mosites Construction Company. We couldn't do this without our partners. We just couldn't do it. The safety of our residents is my top priority. That's why we made a tough decision to close the bridge in 2023. Today's groundbreaking is just the first step in reopening this bridge as a safer, more accessible pathway for all. Today's celebration marks a significant milestone for one of the most important projects started under my administration, our Bridge Asset Management Program. This program marked the first time ever that we took a look at all owned City of Pittsburgh bridges and compiled them into matrix to place the residents where they can be safe and to take a look at these bridges. Today, I'm proud to say that we have no bridges in failing condition. We got some poor bridges, but we don't have no bridges in failing condition. I want to thank the collaboration. And I also want to make sure that I thank President of SBC, Rich Fitzgerald, for his strong cooperation in making sure that this bridge got done. I want to thank everybody here that had something to do with it. Because at the end of the day, I promised everybody that for me, I don't ever want to wake up to another Fern Hollow. I don't ever want to wake up to that again. That right there had to be one of the most scariest times in my life. I've been here for 54 years and I've never seen a bridge collapse. It was the first time. And I just want to thank my whole bridge asset management team for the work that they do. And how we continue to prioritize these bridges. Because the reality is in this region, without bridges, we can't get nowhere. That's the reality. You can't get from one side to the next. And it takes all of us, all of our partners. Funding must come from everywhere to make sure that we have bridges that work. So I just want to say thank you to the council people. I want to thank everybody that's here today. I appreciate you. And let's continue to make our bridges in this city the best city in America. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, we're gonna call some partners up for the official groundbreaking. As you know, this is concrete, but we do have some dirt to the side. Do the symbolic tossing of the dirt. So we're gonna move the podium of the way so everyone will be able to get that shot. Jason from PennDOT. Councilwoman Barbara. Councilperson Eric. Zach. I'm gonna get a shovel. Don't be shy. Councilperson Barb. Charlene.
Oakland planning.
Oh, Oakland, yeah, Oakland Planning is here. Michael Barker International. SAI Engineering. Representatives. Mosette Construction Representative. Rich Fitzgerald. So guys, there is dirt over here. Yeah. And we'll get out the shot.
All right, we just get the still one first, right?
Let's go one first. Everyone get the still. On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Thank you.